YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So yes, I am back and I am posting quite a lot because a lot has happened. Allegedly, Meghan Markle found members of the royal family to be extremely unfriendly and jealous. And we know that this updated reference to the royal family is definitely to do with her relationship with Kate. As Samantha Markle admitted in quite a few interviews, and that is her half-sister, she said that Meghan Markle is extremely jealous by nature, and she said that she does believe that Meghan Markle will do things to upstage her sister-in-law Kate, and that she's extremely jealous of her position, jealous of the fact that she married the future king, jealous of the way in which she is closer in the line of succession to the throne, and that she will actually sit on the throne. So Meghan Markle has tried to reverse it, and this is something that a lot of people do who are guilty of bullying themselves, who are guilty of jealousy themselves. They try to deflect and they try to blame it on the other person. They try to say, no, actually, she was picking on me. She's jealous of me. She's doing blah, blah, blah to me, or he, whoever the person may be. And they try to deflect from themselves. They try to pin everything on everyone else without shouldering any of the blame. And if you actually look at Meghan and Harry's track record to date, they haven't taken on any responsibility for their fractured relationship with the firm and their failed career as senior royals. They haven't taken any accountability. It's either the press's fault, or it's the Queen's fault for not acting quick enough, or it's senior members of the royal family who said allegedly racial things regarding baby Archie's skin tone or made insinuations. It's the public's fault for being ignorant and social media addicts, and it's absolutely nothing to do with them. And that's just not how life works. You have to accept that you get things wrong. You are going to get things wrong, and oftentimes there will be points in your life where you have to apologize. You have to acknowledge that, oh, you know, I made that mistake. It's probably not the best way to have handled this situation. We aren't perfect, and to think that we live in a world whereby everyone else is at fault when things go wrong in our lives would literally be an extreme case of narcissism, which is exactly what Meghan and Harry suffer from. They are narcissistic to the core, evidently, because they don't want to take any accountability. Everyone else has the flaws and they don't have them. They're perfect. They can walk on water, and we should consider them as such. They're not at all embarrassed about the fact that they've been revealed as liars on so many occasions, and now this is just yet another blow. And I believe, as I said, this is definitely her yet again attacking Kate. And this new update has, interestingly enough, been released swiftly after Kate got all of that international worldwide praise for her beautiful, gorgeous red carpet look at the latest Bond movie premiere in London. You can see really where this is going, and you can really see who is the one who is seething with resentment, seething with jealousy, because she's just simply not getting it right. She doesn't have that adoration. She hasn't put in the groundwork, and it's very reflective of her Hollywood career as well to date. It's kind of a non-starter. Meghan Markle is trying to ride the waves based upon a foundation that hasn't been built. If she would have spent 5 years over here in the UK doing her public duties as much as she hated them, smiling, talking, colluding with the family, and then said, oh, actually, right, we've had our 2 babies now. We've decided we want to have a slower pace of life. We want to go to Hollywood. We want to cash in on our titles. No offense to anyone over here in the UK, but we've just decided that this is something that we would like to do. We do not want to serve as senior royals for personal reasons. But they used everyone else in order to get out of their senior royal duties, because the simple fact of the matter is that they just wanted the cash. Let me get into this article quickly. Meghan Markle found some members of the royal family unfriendly and jealous, a book claims. She ruffled feathers and found members to be jealous of her. Meghan was a working royal for a short period of time after her wedding to Harry in May 2018, and then in 2020 January they just swiftly quit, which is something that they always had planned to do. In a now updated version of A Hollywood Princess, an unauthorized biography by Andrew Morton, it is claimed Meghan found it hard to bond with some royals, and he writes it was clear that Meghan had ruffled feathers in the family. And that they felt she and Harry were very difficult to deal with. Well, we all think that they're too difficult to deal with. For her part, Meghan found some of its members unfriendly and jealous. At a personal level then, their departure from Britain was quietly welcomed by some in the Windsor family and their courtiers, but on an institutional level it was a heavy blow. The book also claims that Meghan found life inside the royal family as institution slow, repetitive, and quite frankly unimaginative. Morton adds her own endeavours, particularly the Grenfell cookbook, were the types of projects she wanted to work on, and they could take place outside of the royal world. Since leaving the family, Meghan has given a bombshell interview with Oprah, with her husband, talking about her mental health issues, and there you have it. You have her trying to claim diminished responsibility. She's clearly guilty. She knew that she was wrong. She knows that she's been in the wrong for a long time, along with Harry, so she obviously went straight for the mental health issues. She went straight for the diminished responsibility and tried to cry victim. She tried to cry wolf. And the reality of it is that it just simply didn't wash. Piers was bold enough to actually step down from his position in calling her out and basically claiming that he doesn't believe for a single minute that she was having extreme mental health issues and that she wanted to commit an act of self-harm. He basically just said what we already thought, that she never really wanted to be there anyway. She didn't want to do the work. She didn't want to build the foundation. She wanted it quick, fast and easy. And that seems to be the theme tune of Meghan Markle's life. Everything has pretty much been handed to her, from her doting father who has been dropped, who spent his lottery fortune on her education. Everything has been quick, fast and easy. She married a director in order to get more opportunities in Hollywood. It wasn't happening fast enough for her, and without even actually having a conversation about dissolving her marriage, she just sent him the rings back in the post as soon as she got what she wanted, got a significant role in Suits. And there you have it. Everything with Meghan Markle is about the shortcuts. And yes, shortcuts can get you far. I'm not going to say that she hasn't benefited in her life from rushing to the next best thing, because a lot of people could do with actually recognizing when a situation is dead and when it's not serving them and when they need to move on. But the way in which she's done it has just literally been so unnecessary and quite shameful. So he continues on here to say, I think that she thought when she entered the royal family, she could shake them up and they would love it. She would do things Meghan's way. He continued, when that didn't happen and she came up against what she saw as the forces of reaction, it made her so upset that that interview with Oprah was her way, I think, the only way for her to get her revenge and put the case as she saw it. But I think later on, she will think I shouldn't have burnt my bridges to that extent. I don't really think that someone who is so narcissistic would ever think that they shouldn't have burnt their bridges to that extent, because from their point of view, everyone else is wrong and they are right. So there's definitely not going to be a point or a moment of self-reflection, because people who have narcissistic tendencies generally don't. So with all that being said, guys, this is yet another attack on poor Kate. It's not going to work because we can see all of these cheap, low-graded shots that are simply just missing the mark. They're not having the impact that Meghan Markle thought they would have. The only real way Meghan Markle would have really had an impact or been able to diminish Kate's image is if she was actually around the woman long enough. She literally spent a total of about a month maybe talking to indicate in between flying in and out of the UK with Harry on private planes. That's just the gist of it. That is the truth. So with all that being said, guys, I will be back with another video. Bye, guys.